Good morning, Spokane, and the rest of the world too. I'm here for our Monday morning update with Rozella and Steffani in Spokane, Washington. How are you guys?
Good morning.
Just Sandy.
Good morning to you too. I'm excited because we didn't get a chance to talk before the video, so I don't even know who we're going to cover, what area we're going to cover today. Where are we talking about in Spokane today?
Well, it's a newer community when you're talking about the history of Spokane, at least. We're going to head west out of town on I-90. And where are we going, Steffani?
To Airway Heights.
Airway Heights. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So Airway Heights, when I say newer community, I mean around 1940s. And basically, Airway Heights became a city by some Seattle developers just because we have Geiger Air Force Base here, Fairchild, and then Geiger is going to be Spokane International Airport there. So with those two, that kind of brought the draw of people to Airway Heights.
Got it. Makes sense.
Yep.
So Airway Heights is, sorry, is going to be, as you're actually coming into Spokane, you will see, off of I-90 to the north is going to be where the international airport is at. And then there's that strip that basically runs from I-90 and then kind of like the north back almost to the northwest. And then you'll get out to more of the rural properties and stuff that way. Mm-hmm. So when she says recently developed too, it's an area that, as mentioned, kind of started around the military base and stuff like that, but it's kind of stayed consistent to that. And it's only expanded over the years. And then there is, I would say probably in the last, maybe 10 years, really taken off as far as businesses and industrial things go.
Well, I know one big situation with Airway, why it was stifled on its growth was its infrastructure. The infrastructure that it had been utilizing was the main infrastructure as far as water, electric from 1940s when it originally had been plotted and planned. And then it had so much growth that it got to the point where it just couldn't grow anymore because of that infrastructure. And I think it was actually only in early 2021 or 2022, I can't remember appropriately, but within the last few years where it actually got approved, Airway's zoning got changed. They got to expand the infrastructure. And then the second that was changed, all of the roundabouts came in. We got a North 40 out there, Maverick gas stations, all of this new commercial business took over on that highway. And then behind that, a whole bunch of new development communities got built. So very recently it took off.
And there's also the tribal land as well, which has a very large draw to it because it has a full casino with entertainment. And so there's lots of different entertainment that comes in through Spokane out in that area too. And that's kind of expanded as well. But there's also different wildlife reservation areas as well. It's not an area that most people go to often, I would say, unless it's, they're going there with the intent. That's where Airway Heights is more of, I would say, an intentional purchase, which goes to, I would say, population and even what's currently on the market out there as well.
Did you find You'd be proud of me this week. Guess why? Or you'd be proud of Steffani too. It sounds like she might have done it. Did you look up
I've
the
been waiting to get to
population?
this.
I did. I did indeed.
Did you find anything newer than 2023?
Nope.
All right. 2023 came in just under what, Steffani?
My earliest image under 11,000 people.
11,000, is that what you said, Steffani?
Correct.
Well, that's, not bad. So given 11,000 people, what did the listings look like out there?
Well, that one was a little bit slimmer picking as well compared to last week's. We came in at 14 active listings.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. What was our high point, Rozella?
Height is at 551,997. So basically at 550,000 is the high end, and you're gonna get a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, and it's a brand new home built in 2025, just at
Oh,
3,200 square feet. So for 550, you get a brand new house, 4-bed, 3-bath, 3,200 square foot.
I found one for 700,000, and it's also a new build, but that's on Long Lake Road. FYI, it's 3-bed, 2-bath. Just saying.
For Airway.
Yeah.
Did it just come on market?
No. It's
Oh,
number
weird.
14. I don't know.
well, there you go.
I only
Little bit
got
different data.
13, so that must have been the one that you didn't get, or I didn't get.
Well, so to the point is basically new construction options are available from, you know, the 550 to all the way up to 700,000 price point. Different locations, but on
So
the
how big are
low-
lots are those houses on, ladies? Are they an acre or more, or just small city lots?
Small city lots. These are going to be the newer developments that are all going in.
All right.
I will add too I found 13, Stephanie found 14. I don't know where our search is.
I
This
was
is
gonna say, the
interesting.
number 14 one that I just mentioned that was 700,000. That's actually on 10 acres out in Airway. I don't know why that one isn't popping up for you, but anyways,
don't
yeah.
know.
So it's new construction.
But anyways, out of the total that are all on market, only 2 of those were built in 1900s, and those were in 1950 and then like in the 1970s, I think. All the other homes have been built in 2000 or earlier, and it just goes to show like that community is very much a new development community,
Right.
and you're not going to typically find your like older craftsman home like you would inside of Spokane.
Gotcha. What's the
Yep.
lowest price house out there?
Right at 280, and that's going to be a 2-bed, 1-bath, built in 2021, so still pretty new, 1,100 square foot.
That one's gonna be
Okay.
a 5,000 square foot lot, which is not very big at all.
Well, there's a
But-
little diversity here, though. We like to hear that.
Cute though. It's a cute little house for somebody who's just looking for, you know, a little rambler. I mean, it's cute.
Yeah,
but
I will say too, Stephanie touched on the tribal land being out there. When she says tribal land, the Spokane Indians have definitely expanded what they got going out, like Northern Quest Casino. They now have a movie theater out there. They have what they call Kids Quest, so you can take kiddos to go. They have an arcade. They got all kinds of like jungle gyms, and it's just like a total play zone for kids if moms and dads wanted to go out there. They do concerts, so it's not just a casino. They have a big venue for outdoor concerts also in the summertime. That's really fun. There's also a racetrack in Airway Heights
There's that too.
right back behind there, and you can actually camp out there. There's an RV park, so
wow.
it's got quite a lot going on out there. It's not just an Air Force base and not just an airport. There's a lot of other things for all kinds of people to do if you wanted to live out there.
Yeah, sounds like they're appealing to a diverse audience now.
Yeah,
It's
very
one of
much
those
so.
areas that is kind of like how we mentioned. I don't know, Spokane's really good at doing this, but we create like these really cool communities, and it's like then you have all of your amenities that become where you're at. And I think it's more so too because Spokane County in and of itself like is so widespread, and so you have what used to be more rural little areas that have now become more developed over time, and it is cool to see. So
yeah,
fun
it's
little
nice to have those
properties.
little areas.
Yeah, I went and
like
showed
them.
a property actually out off of Rambo Road the other day, and it was cute, fun little property with acreage, and there's all sorts of animals and everybody out there, and it's fun.
I will say though, if you're going to Airway Heights, you are not going to find the mountains and the trees. You are up on the prairie and the flat lands, and so if you are not fond of the trees and you love that open, that's a good area to look.
And you
Good to
don't
know.
mind the airy breezy. That's also, you know, something else, obviously, that comes with the prairie.
Well, I know that if you want to see the prairie look and the breezy and you want to check out the casino and maybe do the kid thing, I know 2 agents that are happy to help you out with that. Right, Steffani? Right, Rozella?
Correct. Love to.
Indeed.
As always, guys, their contact information is on the screen. Give them a call. Like and share this video so we can get more people watching and giving them a call. They would appreciate that very much. Yeah.
No,
Let's do it.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, guys. Catch you next time.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.